It's not competition, right? So, okay. Ta-da! Hi.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow.
The Adventures of Liz and Rebecca.
And Hannah.
Woohoo! Hi, I'm Rebecca. Look at me starting, like, correctly. Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber. And kind of been yucky and rainy, and we'll see how much rain we get today, Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there.
I'm Hannah. I'm minion number 2.
Yay! Okay, so I tried to get in early today, and I got in like 5 minutes ahead of these guys and tried to write some emails. And now we're filming, and soon we're gonna have to go.
We
open
won't
the shop,
be filming.
So. We're better than last week. I will say that, but we're all a little out of it probably again. Well, at least I think Hannah and I are a little out of it again. So you just have to run the shop again.
It's morning.
I'm
out of it. So, you know. Complications to.
I have been I've been potentially diagnosed with inner ear issues, so that explains a lot. But then it's almost like knowing it, I feel it more. Like not more, sometimes less. Anyway, so I'm a little off kilter, but now I have a reason. So it's awesome. Going to get more treatment for that today. So
Cool.
Anyway, so, but yeah, I'm feeling miles better than last week. Was it Carol? Someone came in last week and was just like, oh, honey, I watched the video. And I'm like, I feel a little better now.
Last week was other issues, too.
What?
Last week was other issues, too.
Last week was Yeah, I'm a Girl.
Yeah.
That's what that's what I was referring to. Apparently, like, words aren't working today, too. That's exactly what I was referring to. Is that Carol came in and was like, "Oh, watch the video," and I went. So. Anyway. So, yeah, Liz is just gonna run the shop for us today.
Maybe. I might leave.
Welcome to life at the shop.
You're going to be sitting in the living room with Bernie.
Liz threatens to quit every once in a while.
Finding Nemo.
Or just go home.
She put Finding Nemo on the iPad.
If anyone is local and wants to come watch Finding Nemo today, I will get the video up as soon as I can today. We don't know if people are going to come in for drop-in help. We have yarn to sticker and put away. We have all kinds of things that may or may not happen today. So, we shall see. But,
let's start with Hannah and work our way that way.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're going to... I poked a hole in the tablecloth.
Oh,
sorry.
No.
I was going to say... We don't have any Dear Becky and Lizzie and Hannah E. That doesn't work. Sorry. Questions today. So we're just going to do a check-in like we usually do. Again, you are getting the flavor of life at the shop. That is what this podcast is about. And this is the last one of September, though. So when we get to me... And one of the projects I finished, this is your last chance up until we film next week to save 10% on our product of the month, which is one of the projects I was working on. So next week, the new thing we get to add in is we get to add in to whatever we're doing when we push go on the camera. We get to add in a new product of the month.
Yay.
Which I think should be one of the new yarns we've got in. So we've got in a few, so maybe there'll be more than one. I don't know if you heard that. Maybe there'll be more than one. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not guaranteeing that. Let me just be very clear. So, yes. Okay.
It's okay.
You don't have to remember.
We won't die.
Okay.
I did also want to say, before we turn over to Hannah, and I might mention this again at the end, because someone once said, people remember what said last. We are not having a general Coach and Connect this month, which would be this Sunday, which is $25 for 2 hours of help and connection on anything, any topic, because the second session of my 2 at a time toe-up sock class is happening on Zoom this Sunday. And I have had a few people buy into it, like since the first class. You can get recordings of previous classes.
The sock class.
The sock class. The Coach and Connect is different. It's not a class.
I know, but
You're clarifying.
my
Yeah.
brain and then anyway.
No, but that
Clarifying.
could be happening to people at home, so it's important to clarify. And so there's no general Coach and Connect, and I'm going to stop talking so Hannah can talk now, and I can talk about more things later. Okay.
Okay. I'm working on it's the Winter Sailor Sweater.
That's a fun name.
By Pickles.
It is.
By Pickles.
What?
Their
Yes.
name is Pickles?
Pickles.
I love that. I didn't even
Her
notice
design name
that.
is Pickles! I love it.
It looks
That's the
like
pattern.
That's
this.
one
awesome.
You can stripe it, but it's not a requirement. You can choose where to stripe it. I will be doing 3 of these, all with different striping patterns. This is the first one. This one's for my father.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
I'm making it out of Encore. At least, I think 2 of them are in
Tweed.
tweed. I can't remember what my brother's is in. I bought the yarn a day and a half ago, and that was a long time ago.
It was Encore, not Tweed.
Oh, it was Encore, not tweed. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Plymouth Encore.
It
Lovely
was
yarn.
Encore too. He's a boy. Well, not a boy, but he's a 23-year-old.
a younger brother.
Yeah, he's a younger brother he works in a preschool classroom, and
He's of the male variety, and so there's certain decisions that were made according to those parameters.
yeah, and that needs to be washable
If you're
in a
looking
machine.
the pattern up on Ravelry, this is what the front cover looks like.
It's super cute.
Yeah. It's a 1-page sweater pattern. Like 1 page is in Norwegian and 1 page is in English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or a 2-page, but anyway.
I like the stripes. I like what you did with it. I think it
Thank
looks
you.
really, really cute.
And the projects had some people did stripes down the sleeves and some people didn't, and so
Yeah.
That
It's
is
kind of fun.
That is one of the really fun things with Ravelry. Is you can see all the crazy things people have done. So
I really, really, I loved going through the different ones that they had. I'm really nervous about what to do with my dad because he is so bizarre in his, okay. He has worn so many different, clothing thingies throughout the years.
fashion.
Yeah.
ideas.
Fashion things.
so it's hard to nail his fashion down.
Yes, sweaters, not so much. The one sweater that he has worn is that white sweater, the cabled sweater that I wear in here in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
I think this is I have the same issue. Like my brother-in-law, I've made him a couple sweaters. I don't really make him sweaters anymore because I have no idea if he even wears sweaters, right?
Yeah.
But when you're not sure what to make for someone, I think this is fantastic because it's neutral colors. It's one of those. It can go with anything, and if he chooses not to wear it or wear it, I think you've taken a good route with this.
Yes.
I hope
So,
so.
yeah, I like it.
I love the tweed.
And we don't have any more of this color of gray tweed in the shop right now.
Or the green.
We're
the
we're
That's
out of
her
a
fault.
lot of
Oh,
tweed.
yeah. Yeah. So, and we'll be getting to Liz in a second. And I'm still paying off some of Plymouth before we get more. But that's okay. Plymouth is Encore is such a good basic staple. It's fantastic. So a lot of people buy it, including my employees. I love it. But it's great.
Yeah.
And it's easy care. And all the
Yeah.
Very easy care.
It's machine washable.
And
And dryable.
Yes, it is 75% acrylic and 25% wool. And yes, I think it's lovely.
I tell people all the time, it's good for babies, children, teenage boys, and husbands.
And brothers.
And brothers.
Yes.
Yeah. If you need something that's going to go work on the car or in the garden, and you want it to be machine washable because, guys,
Yeah.
dads,
Right.
yeah.
So,
So.
awesome. So this is your first of 3.
Yeah, I've got Dad, I've got my brother, and I've got Seth.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all extra large.
Oh, I was going to ask if they were all different sizes or something.
No.
Okay, so
You
it's
really
a lot.
love them if you are.
But you're
knitting
making
sweaters.
really
Yeah.
good progress. I feel like you bought the yarn for this one like last week.
Yes.
So-
I did.
And some of that I think could be you're more monogamous knitter than I am. That you're and you just plow through projects, which I think is fantastic.
I am a more monogamous knitter when it comes to Christmas.
Christmas, gotcha. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Deadline knitting
Deadline knitting.
becomes more monogamous. I get that, and I appreciate that. So, cool. Speaking of Christmas,
I have
moving to
one
Liz now.
more square on my mom's blankie.
Nice.
This was the race
Good
last
catch.
weekend.
yeah, it's because a race happened this weekend, so she could make another square.
Yep.
That is very heavy with certain colors.
Yeah,
Oh, but there's
the
different shades of
papaya
blue.
went away except for one. Sorry.
If you're an F1,
It was a sad
Devastating.
race for
it
Hannah.
was devastating.
this will make sense to F1 people.
I was happy though about the dark blue right in here because that's for Carlos Sainz.
Yes.
Wait. I have to go grab something from the
Okay.
other room, I think. So you keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
So this was Baku
Vamp.
2025. 2020. Yeah, we're in 2025. My brain is fried this
For
morning.
real?
Dates. And the other thing I'm working on that I've kind of I'm like, I should make Bernie a sweater. So this is the 4th attempt at a sweater that Hannah still thinks is going to take 5 years. But,
Are you on the first sleeve or the second sleeve?
well, this sleeve doesn't have a sleeve, so I'm obviously on the first. I am just about halfway done with sleeves.
Unless you want to do like 3/4.
I don't think, well, he'd wear it, but you know. So anyway, and then I'm going to do the sleeves and then I'm going to go finish the,
It's a needle in my eyeball.
sorry, finish the bottom torso stuff because I ran out of yarn and I was like, you don't like the dinging?
It's a lot this early in the morning.
It is. So, but it's on 19s and I'm double stranding Encore because, and it's squishy too when it's on the big needles.
Can't find it.
So squishy. It is squishy.
It is squishy.
But I've done this so many times.
Are we done? Is it time for me already? Or
I have one more thing to show off.
okay, I couldn't find what I was looking for, so it's right here. Never mind.
Nice.
Thought I left it home. What else do you have to show off?
I'm wearing an actual fascinator.
Oh, like. Okay, so don't just dead air. Talk to people.
It's Henry.
You
He's
named
a
it?
crow. The named it named it Henry, and I thought of a name all day Wednesday, and I couldn't think of anything. So I'm like, Henry, it is.
Henry it is.
Henry, it is.
I
So
love that.
yeah,
What makes it a fascinator?
it's
Do
a
you know?
headband.
Okay.
Yeah, it just perches
Oh.
like it. A hatinator, like it could have clips, and it's still a fascinator, but it's just something little that's
A hatinator has an actual hat
A
structure to it.
hatinator is like my little hats that I wear. They're not like a proper hat that like all over your head, but it's something that just sits on the side.
The feathers
So.
like shine kind of
They're
green.
iridescent.
They're iridescent. That's really cool. I mean, oh no, I am seeing some of it in the camera. I was like, the camera may not pick it up, but I'm seeing a little bit of it on the camera.
But this is Henry. He decided to come to work with us today.
Didn't he come to work yesterday?
He came to work on Wednesday.
Wednesday. I knew I'd seen him sometime this week.
What was yesterday? I missed yesterday.
Thursday. Nothing happened.
Are you
Well,
for real?
I mean,
So rude.
it's morning.
What did happen yesterday? You weren't here.
I was talking about the head thing.
Oh,
Oh.
I didn't wear. I didn't.
Did you have anything
didn't.
on your head yesterday?
I didn't head. anything. I was gonna put on my pirate hat, but you're slow. I was gonna put on my pirate hat, and it just didn't happen.
Rude.
The lag
It's
time.
called a delayed reaction. It's not called being slow. Again, welcome to the sideshow. So I feel like you guys are sometimes the sideshow to me too. Anyway, so once again, the reminder: the Sun Dragon Sideshow. It's because it originally was the Liz and Rebecca show, and now it's the Liz, Rebecca, and Hannah show. But it's the sideshow to the buying yarn part of the shop is the entertainment of what happens at the shop. So the whole reason this exists is so people can get a flavor of the personality of the people you will find at the shop. So without having to come in, or once you come in, it's like we're family. So anyway, okay, so we good?
I'm done.
Okay. I mean, it didn't have to be done. I'm just like,
No, I'm done. That was it.
okay, so
I have
So-
other things I really want to play with, but I can't until I finish.
oh, not like things on the table you want to play
Yeah.
with right now. But so
They're
there's
at
other things
home,
you
and
want
I'll
to do.
get like super distracted. And anyway,
Said no knitter or crocheter ever. But okay, what?
she's fondling my knee.
You might have to explain. No, we don't want you to explain that. There is nothing inappropriate going on. You use the word fondle, and that just for some people.
That's what she was doing.
Okay, moving on. I'm going to talk about the things I did. So, we love each other here. So I finished this. This is getting back to the product of the month, the Inca.
It's
The
so shiny.
It's so shiny. It only partially shiny shows up on camera.
Yeah.
But what?
So we had a discussion about it on Knit Night, and everybody was like, it looks less shiny when you hold it up on camera.
Well, it looks less shiny knit.
It does, but it doesn't. Like on camera, it looks less shiny, but I'm looking at it going, it's shiny.
Okay, but I also do think we're gonna have a philosophical debate now of like it looks shinier in the ball. I think it's got a shiny nylon chainette core, and then the alpaca is fluffed into it. And we've had other yarns that do that in the ball look shinier than when they're knit up, because the fluffy stuff can kind of I still see the shine. I know.
No.
I know.
I figured out what it is. It's when you hold it up and the light's shining through it.
That
you don't see
changes,
any
yeah.
of the shine.
Well, yes. It's hard to capture it on camera, but like, see, if I go like that, see, that's shiny. But she's right. When the light shines, when it's backlit, it doesn't look quite as shiny. But, so this is the summer morning shawl. I know it doesn't look, I'm just going to stretch in front of you. Hello. I know it doesn't, stop that. I'm so glad the shawl was covering that.
You say I fondle your knee.
I just...
Hey, moving on. So actually, when I do this, it feels a little bigger. This is pre-blocking, and I wanted to hold it up for you all. I haven't blocked it yet, even though I finished it over the weekend, because I like to do for you all a before and after blocking. And so, like, it goes from, Hannah, you want to grab that for me for a second? Just, I know, yeah. That's how big we can kind of stretch it, but let go of the bottom for a second. This is what it looks like pre-blocked. Just for FYI, whatever. Okay, you let go. Please, thank you. Okay. And like when I hold it in front of me, you can see the pattern repeat a little. It was, until the last 40 rows of this, it was the same 10-row repeat over and over and over and over with different numbers of stitches. And then the bottom's a little different. And it looks a lot bigger in the picture on the pattern. And some of that I think is blocking. And some of that, it could be my gauge. I do this with shawls a lot. I grabbed the needles it said to use and dove in. You know.
It's a shawl. It
it's a
doesn't
shawl.
have to fit.
So if it's smaller than the picture, it could be because I didn't test my gauge. But also, we'll see what happens when I block it. I plan to block it this weekend. The pattern indicated I would need to crack into a second ball. Yes, it's getting stuck on your stuff. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
And I still had some of my first ball left. And again, that could very well be my gauge.
Could be, yeah.
It could be I could have used a bigger needle. But so I would say if you want to do the Summer Morning Shawl by Therese Chenoweth with the Inca, you might be able to get by with only one. It's not one we can offer free with purchase, but this is 10% off until we film in October. So definitely through the end of September. And you can play Yarn Chicken and only get one ball. But 2 means you definitely, no matter what needles you use, should have enough. Because it was only supposed to use an extra 12 yards over one ball if you did get gauge. So, or that's what happened with the pattern writer. So, so I finished that, which is like, it's very rare for me to finish things. So I was very excited because I didn't start that too long ago. I started that in September, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I started it after, I don't think I started before we advertised.
You had just a little tiny bit of it done. 'Cause
so
we knew it was coming.
Yes. So that's fantastic. The other thing I spent a lot of time, I was quasi-monogamous. I narrowed down how many projects I was working on. And as Jan has always told me, I get things done faster if I do that. Shout out to Jan in the UK.
You did get far.
I did. I still haven't finished this though. But so this is my in-shop class this weekend, and it's the Elizabeth scarf. And after this thing that was like 200 stitches almost per row, I was like, this is gonna fly, because at its widest for the smallest size, it is 53 stitches across. So I was stalled out about here for a really long time, and it's getting really hard to finish now that the rows are getting smaller and I'm almost done. For some reason, it's getting hard to finish. But this is tomorrow's in-shop class. It's the Elizabeth scarf by Lisa Hahn, and Hannes for the last name. And we had Erin came in she's made multiples of these. It's kind of like the Sophie scarf in that this is the
delicate little cables.
Yeah. I was going to finish my sentence but she's right. Tack her thing onto what I was going to say. It's kind of like the Sophie scarf in that it starts small and it gets bigger. You're knitting this way. And then it gets smaller again. Like you turn around when you're either halfway through your yarn or it's wide enough. And then it gets smaller again. But yes, the Sophie scarf is knitting every row. I actually have an example of that here somewhere. With a different yarn, with a color changing yarn. This is the Sophie scarf.
It seems like that style is becoming more and more popular.
It's very popular right now. It's very popular.
The other one you did that's over in the window that was
it's kind of like that,
where you go out to a certain point and you just go back in.
That's very popular instead of like starting in the middle and getting bigger as you go. It's like you start at the end and you get bigger and then you get smaller. Instead of like asymmetrical where it starts small and you just get big and big and big and stop. Like that, the Sophie scarf and the Sophie shawl are both get wider and then get narrower. That is very popular right now, absolutely. And this is in the Sammy. And I went to the so soft. It's one of Hannah's favorites. But this has cables, which is really pretty. It means it's not reversible like the Sophie scarf. But Elizabeth, because it's spelled with an S instead of a Z, like a lot of Americans spell Elizabeth, like you spell Elizabeth, or Liz, but it's a Elizabeth scarf. I think it's lovely. My 50-gram skein of Amano Sammy, super, super soft, lovely cotton. Got me to here. Got me probably about 2/3 of the way through. All the way over to here.
So
I thought you were going to sneeze.
No. So if you had just gone wider and through one ball, you could have
I could have made it a lot longer.
Bigger.
Yeah, but I was also trying to finish this before class tomorrow.
No, yeah,
But you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean if I had gone bigger, I would have made this length. I probably would have made it to about, like, say, here, because it would have kept getting wider.
Yeah.
and then turned around. So I'm going to have lots of leftover. But if I got 2 balls, these are 50-gram balls. If I got 2 balls of this, it could have made a much bigger scarf. I still think, like if I put it at the widest point right there, so it's going to come... It's going to come down like that, and then you can do like a little tie thing if you wanted to, or a little like... I think it's super
Would
cute.
it have enough left over to make little fingerless mitts to match your Elizabeth scarf?
Only if my mitts were probably like
little hobo mitts.
Just rings around my hands, I think. I don't know about that. That is your fascination, I find lately. Every time it's like, but you'll have enough left over to make little fingerless mitts. You've said that so many times lately.
Loves those.
No, but we've also had a lot of customers who are like, ooh, I'm gonna have leftovers.
Yeah.
What can I make with the leftovers? Because
And fingerless mitts are one of them. Yes, it's true. So I want to show a couple more things off, and we have 5 minutes left. So, but yes, this is, I'm amazed at how soft this feels. It has not been blocked yet. Sometimes with the cotton, though, you don't really need to block it extensively, and it's just yummy, right? Yeah. Okay, so last thing.
you have feet.
I have feet, but only with this one. So I have toes. No, okay. So this is, I also dedicated some time to knitting for the 2 at a time toe up sock class. As of last week, the online seminar I mentioned before, as of last weekend, I think I only still had toes on both of my socks I need to show heels on this weekend. I managed to get this one, the one that's on Magic Loop. I managed to get this one up to... Now you're going to sneeze.
No.
Nope, you're going to yawn. Okay.
I'm gonna yawn.
Okay, so 7 inches. My feet are 9 inches, about, on length. And so 7 inches is where I want to start the heel if they're going to fit me. And this is Queensland Perth, which is a slow color change, and I picked one of our new lighter colors to do this. I think it looks so cute.
It looks like strawberry lemonade.
Right? And the whole reason I picked this one is so we could have different colors, and also so this could be knit up in something, or you could see how Perth, going from inside outside, how socks look in Perth. And at this point, they're both almost the same color, which is kind of funny, because it defeats the purpose of having different colored, so you can tell them apart socks when you're knitting them. I'm making 2 pairs of socks, though, for this class. One is Magic Loop and one is 2 circulars. And this one, it's looking great, but this one is, these are not at the 7 inches. But it shows you, this is the Land du Nord paint gradient sock. It shows you the speckles when you're in the light section and the variegation when you're in the dark section. So this is 1 ball, but whereas we have yarn here that goes all the way from light to dark through 1 ball, the paint gradient sock goes light to dark through 50 grams and then light to dark again. So each one of these balls will end up like this ball at its center has this, and this ball at its center has this. So if I was making really long socks, they would be the reverse of each other. I think there's a really good chance if I make traditional size socks, or they're going to end in the middle for both of them. We'll see. But I don't know if I have time. I do have more time. Like, this class is tomorrow, so I'd like to finish it. This class, and tomorrow is Saturday, by the way. This class is Sunday afternoon, so there is a chance I could get both socks to the heel section. I might not need to, but I could. But it means not doing a lot of other things, and so I have to figure out where my priorities lie.
No chasing squirrels.
Metaphorically, yes. No chasing squirrels. I don't actually literally chase squirrels. So we have squirrels around here.
And groundhogs.
So, okay, I wanted to, the last little bit here, and we don't have anyone coming in this very second. So I'm maybe hoping to try to get a newsletter out today to refresh y'all. We do have the 2 at a time toe up socks seminar this Sunday instead of General Coach and Connect. Next month, things are busy enough. The thing we won't have is the dual platform virtual sit and stitch that we usually have once a month. We will not be having that in October because there's too many things going on, and we're trying to ration and make sure that we stave off burnout and stuff. We're trying to survive. So we will have General Coach and Connect at the end of the month. It will be later in the day. Stay tuned for details because it's also the weekend of SAF, I believe. I will double check that, but I think it's the same weekend as a big fiber festival, and we go to the fiber festival to get things for the shop on Sunday. So that's going to be a busy day already. What I want to put in the newsletter this week, though, and we might follow up with you all a little more next week on this, is we are right about the cusp of our 1-year anniversary of Helene hitting the area. And so a lot of us in the area are kind of on edge or not knowing that we're on edge, or a little, there's a little trauma that's, the anniversaries are rough, right? And there's still, we're physically, the shop never needed repairs, that kind of thing. There's still a lot of people in the area who need help.
Still needs a lot of help.
A lot of help. And, I mean, like, my deck still hasn't been rebuilt because there's so much rebuilding that needs to happen. No one's had time for my deck, but my deck is like the least of what needs to happen around here, right? So what I'd like to do is, at least over the next week, I might extend it, but at least over the next week, I'm not going to have a sale. I'm not going to have reduced prices on things. But I want to be donating, I'm going to say right now, 20% of the profits from our sales over at least the next week, because that carries us through when Helene hit and when we were able to get the shop open with limited resources and things. At least the next week, any purchases you make that support the shop are also going to support, I will donate 20% of the profits to Be Loved Asheville. So we're keeping things full price, but we're donating some of what we make to Be Loved Asheville because they are still helping and reaching out to people who need rebuilding, need support during this time. Because a year is both a long time and not a long time since a major disaster like this. So we've seen the devastation as we drive around. It's trying to figure out a way we can help. This is what we'd like to do. So I wanted to leave you all with that. Anything you purchase from the shop, you can call the shop, you can purchase online, you can come in. We're going to look at our books at the end of the next week, and I might extend it beyond, but we'll have to see. And we're going to donate 20% of the profits to Be Loved Asheville. So support the shop and support the rebuilding efforts that are still going on in the area. And I think that's all I had to say. So, yeah, we will still have virtual sit and stitch on Tuesday nights, 7 to 8 p.m. Get in with a shop phone number.
828-877-3550.
Thank you. I always make sure I say that too. And what do you say at the end?
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, all the fun stuff.
All the fun stuff. Awesome. So we'll see y'all. Bye.